walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another SEC rival, the Ole Miss Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. The Rebels will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So South Carolina's offense will take the field for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man. Breaks into the open. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Turning on the Jets. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now improvising. Touchdown, South Carolina! Fitted in the window for the score.
This guy's an excellent route runner, and he has really good hands. You've got to. That's now his 3rd receiving touchdown. They've only played 3 games. Nobody can cover this guy up to this point of the season.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll try the run. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
Yeah, so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. First down and 5 after the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
College football becomes more and more every year. More nickel, more dime packages, more speed on the field. So no matter what you do, I got a guy that can go chase down your quarterback in any situation, and you can see it right there. DB came flying in there, gets the first sack of the game.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Gamecocks in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort. Chase
Turning it on. Got the first down and more. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Leaves it with the back. Shows him the stiff arm. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this...
Catch and stride inside the 15. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens it.
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
You got to be Johnny on the spot sometime. How about that? The guy fumbles the ball, but his teammate was very aware. He was able to scoop it up himself and take it in for a touchdown. Guys, they may want to put that play in their game plan next week.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Syracuse packed a wallop today, and in many ways felt like it packed Otto's Army with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in central New York. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the... Racing down the left side. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Hauls it in.
abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to... the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the sting, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunt.
He's got it on the right. He's into the open down the middle. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Gets the back moving. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Great place to start for this offense. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown, South Carolina. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights.
Carolina, 28. Ole Miss, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
On third down, he drops the throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Yeah.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell.
Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Ole Miss, 7.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Rebels send out the punt unit. Hauls it in, looking for space. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half.
Reels it in down the left side. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
14.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn.
Just refused to take it out of reverse, got caught for the safety, and he might spend some time on the bench after that one.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. It's complete to the left. There he goes. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quick release on the RPO. Running through contact. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Pulls and fires complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Powers forward. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. Second down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
Rushes on him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense got it. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown Gamecocks. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing.
Set to kick off.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They're testing the right side here. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. The Rebels will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he's getting ahead of, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
Now, a lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him, and the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage.
Let's go! Let's go!
Looking to throw on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give to the back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the big fella. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Wants to bring it back. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the play...
A shot toward the end zone, and he's got it! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. BYU was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Robbie Bosco and company delivered in their national championship season of 1984. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lindsey. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Handoff from the gun. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Got it in stride inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
You can't give points away if you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it. Breaks into the open. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. And And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Unloads quickly. At the 35, he's got room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Ole Miss, 23.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got...
And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his 1st interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
He'll try it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Man, a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the 1st down.
It's 1st down from the 11.
Here we go.
To the air on 1st down. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say now. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Unloads to the wideout. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple.
Brings it in down the left side. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal.
South Carolina.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Buys a little extra time. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The offense changing the play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Got the completion, but couldn't quite maneuver his way in. He'll be inches short of the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
26.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll give it to the back. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. To the air, it's done. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Steps away to find some room. Unleashes one. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a staple. Let's throw this football around and see what can happen.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it fires one high and deep. Grabs it inside the 10. Just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, South Carolina! They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Past the first down marker and still running. Still on his feet. What a run. Gets it inside the 40 and out of bounds at the 36. And the Rebels, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Off the RPO, complete. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's done. Got it set up on the outside. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too, to try to get him going there.
He'll be stopped behind the line again. Things going from bad to worse. Big deficit on the scoreboard and a long way to go for the first down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. Never a doubt. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it on the outside. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Wants to go up top on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal.
Trick 9B. Trick 9B.
From the gun. Under fire. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Caught in the backfield. It's led. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Gamecocks racing to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Buys a little time with his feet. Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. It'll be 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Back to throw, it's done. That internal clock just didn't move fast enough, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Out of the backfield, he's open. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And how good is it for a quarterback to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver?
Agreed, Reese. It's not just checkdowns or...
Turning it on! He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. To throw, it's done. Here's a throw downfield late. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Encroachment defense. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And the Rebels will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Looking downfield on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love